Well, let me get a ID.
Have a good day.
Let me have a card. Let me have a card. Hurry up. You don't even have a seatbelt on? Damn.
Do you have to produce a valid driver's license, an insurance card, and proof of registration when you're pulled over by the police? So I'm Attorney Rich Gallardi for Shane Smith Law. Let's see what happens in this video.
You're getting a ticket for not having the proper license plate on your car.
What's the real proper?
Insurance.
I have insurance.
And no proper registration.
I have them both.
Your registration is expired.
I have them both.
I need a current one.
So go get them in the car.
So this is without admitting guilt. I promise to appear in the time and place.
I'm not saying that because I have my insurance and my proof.
It says that you're not guilty.
It's fine, so rewrite it.
If you don't sign it, you're going to go to
So
jail.
call me a supervisor.
So what happens in this situation is this gentleman gets pulled over by the police officer. She obviously had requested his license, proof of registration, and proof of valid insurance. The motor vehicle operator provided a registration card and an insurance card that wasn't valid, and it appears as if from what he was saying that he was going to look for the valid insurance and registration card. In the meantime, the officer goes and writes a ticket and comes back with the ticket. By the time she gets back to the driver, he has found his valid registration and his valid insurance card. However, she already has the ticket written out and doesn't want to change it. Let's see what happens from here.
All right, and what sergeant was that?
So here's the thing.
What sergeant was that?
You change your plate.
What sergeant was that? What sergeant was that?
Supposed to be the California
What sergeant was that?
And then your insurance.
What sergeant?
Make sure you have it on your phone.
What sergeant was that?
And then try to get a
What sergeant was that?
one of registration in your car.
I have them both
Here
since
go.
you walked away.
Have a nice
What
day.
sergeant was that? Let me get a card with your guys' name and ID numbers before you leave. I'm requesting service. Is that her?
Is that who?
The puppy that you love. Oh, it's a cat?
That's not even my mom's
All right.
bottle.
Well, let me get a ID.
Have a good day.
Let me have a card. Let me have a card. Hurry up. You don't even have a seatbelt on? Damn.
So another issue that comes up in present day situations such as this one is since everything's computerized through state departments of motor vehicle and insurance registrations and insurance policy information, it's not uncommon that a driver would have an expired insurance policy or a registration that's not current in his or her glove compartment. However, the officer has the opportunity to find out for sure if the car is registered properly and insured by use of the computer system that they have in the police officer's car. So let's see what happens from here. That didn't take place here, but let's see how this goes from here.
And I have registration. I have them both when she walked away. When she walked away, she didn't get them. It's on my phone, and I was looking for the current insurance. Stop lying. Stop lying. Don't be lying. You knew we were looking for it.
Another issue that came up in this stop is that the officer had said that the license plate was illegal. And as you can hear from the motor vehicle operator's comments, he's saying, are you telling me that a vanity license plate or a customized license plate is illegal? And the officer seems to maintain that yes, in fact it is. Again, this is part of the registration process. She could trace that down through the computer system she has in her car, and it should be on the registration if a valid registration is in the possession of the operator. Let's see how this situation unfolds.
Service. Is that her?
Is that who?
The puppy that you love. Oh, it's a cat?
That's not even my mom's
All right.
bottle.
Well, let me get a ID.
Have a good day.
Let me have a card. Let me have a card. Hurry up. You don't even have a seatbelt on? Damn.
As you can see, after the officer spoke with her supervisor, the sergeant, she comes back to the motorist and says they're just issuing a warning to this gentleman. The officer does not want to identify herself, and she doesn't want to identify the sergeant that decided to make the change from a traffic violation to a warning. However, she does reduce the level of the offense, basically eliminates it and turns it into just a warning, informs the driver of that. He seeks information as to the identity of the police officer herself and her superior. However, that information is not forthcoming. If you like learning about your rights and how to apply them, like this video and subscribe for more. Remember to hit the bell for notifications. If you need help with this type of issue or anything else, reach out to us at 980-999-9999. In pain, call Shane.
In pain, so I call Shane. 980-999-9999. In pain, call Shane.